Okay, hey y'all. So I am sitting on the floor because I ain't got no dining room table. We don't do shit like that. So I got my nail shit over there. So I was like, well, since I'm finna eat and I may as well get another vlog for Vlogmas, I have been doing so good. I am tickle pink with my motherfucking self. Oh, these my call center shirts. I should be coming back out with them soon. Respect your rep. Anyway, I will sit and thank y'all for the fucking response on the Let's Talk video. I appreciate y'all sending in different subjects to talk about. These are solely opinions. Mine, you can put yours down in the comments. I ain't finna argue with nobody because that's just not what we're here for. Okay, so if you got a hard argument on your tongue, on your spirit, on your heart, I'm gonna delete it. So don't even waste time to write all that. Hey! Okay? So let's just get started. First, introducing, and I'm going to try and make this one a little bit longer because it was like the 20 minutes wasn't long enough. Girl, when I get on the roll and I get ready to talk, she be ready to talk. Period. Okay, so I got my blue cheese. And Princess, you will hear her running around, and also my neighbor next door. I don't know what kind of lead they feed that fucking child, but her feet is heavy as shit. Okay, so they gave me some cutlery. I don't need none of that. She's using her hands. And I wash my hands off camera, so don't be like all that other shit. Ketchups and whatnots. I like to keep the bags for garbage and also to hide the evidence. Do anybody else like order food out or go eat out like while they spouse gone? Cause, hold on. Okay. I do that. So, yeah. Hold on. Let me fix y'all. Okay. Okay, that's better. So, I got some medium chicken fingers. Yum. Medium chicken fingers. And they, for some reason, likes to play with me when I say medium lemon pepper. I can't believe I just did that. So, usually I use my Feel So Good lemon pepper. Phil, if you see this, hold on, let me fix y'all again. Okay. And then I put it right back how it was. Stupid. Phil, if you see this, I've been trying to find you on Instagram. I need some more lemon pepper seasoning. So for now, I'm using Great Value. And I like to just dress them up lemon peppery how I like them. And I like blue cheese dressing instead of ranch. Sue me. So, I didn't know they was this big. Damn. I ain't gonna be able to finish all this before Mike get off work. Fuck it. Let's figure it out. But these fries got to go for sure. Because if they get cold, I hate to waste food and money. And I would have to throw them away. So, okay. I just pissed myself off because I just put that ketchup packet in my fucking mouth. It's already done. God keep me. Princess, it's a ring light, baby. My poor dog be so Confucius. She don't be knowing what the fuck. And as you can see, yes, I can open up my ketchup pack with my hand. With my nails. Okay? So, before we get started with this delicious meal, let me go ahead and get me something to drink. My mason jar. And if y'all have not been put on to this Dole lemonade, baby, especially if you're trying to get off sodas. I'm not one to tell somebody, oh, go cold turkey. I do, however. I drink 1.5 gallons or more maybe of water myself in a goddamn day. So I drink more than enough water to have me a little guilty pleasure when I eat. And I could actually show y'all, literally, I got a water here. Oh, shit. And I threw the other bottles away, but here's another one, and here's another one that I finished. That's just since I've been sitting here, waiting on my food. So, okay. So I had a request. Hold on, before we get into that. Yes, I do say the old school prayer, so mind your business. God is good, God is great. Let us thank him for our food. By his hands we are fed. Thank you, Lord, our daily bread. Father God, I ask that you bless the food. Bless my tongue, because I can't believe I put that ketchup pack in my mouth. So cover me with that. I'm going to drink a hand sanitizer teeny later. But thank you so much again for allowing the ability to be able to purchase this food, Lord Jesus. And I thank you in advance for each and every blessing. And I thank you in advance for the healing that it's going to do to my stomach. Amen. Thank you. Let us not gain weight. Okay. So, let me get to it because I screen shared it. And then I'm going to delve into this delicious meal. Okay. So, one of y'all cousins, Miss Nesta, hey girl, asked, and I may put a picture up here. If I don't, you just won't see it. But it says, as far as topics go, can you please discuss the trend of men dressing and acting like women in the name of comedy? Is it just comedy, or do you think it's emasculating the black man or stereotyping black women? We don't all act and speak like that, or simply just a way to make money, which can lead into a whole nother topic. I appreciate your input and would love to get your take on this. And I'm going to give it to you. Now, me personally, I have watched comedy change. I'm only 33. So, Robin Williams, the black one. Richard Pryor, Red Fox. If you are over the age of 35, you were introduced to a different type echelon of comedian. Where literally, it's their cigarette, they drink, their stool, their mic stand. Those are the comedians that a lot of us are used to. Creative expression was barely okay. And see, a lot of people don't understand. The whole purpose of a comedian is to push the envelope. That's what makes comedy comedy. What makes comedy comedy is the shit. I'm going to say some shit that you want to say so fucking bad, but because of fear of whatever, losing your job, losing connections with loved ones, losing friends, different shit, because you give a fuck about somebody's feelings. Now, when I say that in the way I say that, some people take it as, oh, well, you saying comedians are insensitive. No. You have some comedians, if they can tell that they vexing you, they'll apologize and move on. And sometimes, even in shows, you can look at a face and tell, she not here for this shit tonight. I learned the hard way when I did my first stand-up comedy show. And it was a lady with a badass shape. Oh, she had a bad shape. And I wanted her to stand up, you know, and kind of be in tune with the crowd. And she was just so timid, and I never thought to look over at her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is furious that I'm trying to display his woman to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And they're sitting in the front fucking row. When in all honesty, had he been a real motherfucking man and left that jealousy at the door, he would have realized, nigga, I'm praising the fact that this woman looks this much. I'm another woman. My husband right there in the back. I'm praising the fact that your woman looks so goddamn good. You should be honored. And when she stands up and twirls around, you're supposed to stand up and say, yeah, yeah. Let it be known. But you have people that literally come to comedy shows that don't come for comedy no more. So people have thought of different avenues and ways to reach a relatable audience. A lot of times when you see these men put on these dresses now, they're not trying to reach out to other men. They're not trying to convey a message to other men. Sometimes a man may get knocked upside the head by the message, but that message not for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's because women understand artistic, and not just women, but other creatives too. But normally, women understand artistic expression at the same time. Now, you have people that are different. And I always compare it to, like, for instance, with me, I'm not a black woman that gets upset or bothered by seeing a black man with a white woman or vice versa. Personally, I don't give a fuck. That ain't my motherfucking life to care about. Not only that, that may be who is good for that person. You may have dodged a bullet by letting him be with that woman. You know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, my theory on it, I just don't vibe, you know, like in a relationship, like, oh, princess, what's wrong with you? No. I would have to have a white boy that's as close to nigga as possible. So it would just be a waste of time for me. So I've tried 3 different races. No, I just didn't like it. It was a certain je ne sais quoi that they had that I just didn't want. Period. So I'm not bothered to see somebody that look like me that don't necessarily want to be with somebody that looks like me. And it's the same with the comedy. Now, you have some people that are completely bothered by the fact that I put on a beard, by the fact that these men put on a dress. Now, sometimes it is an alter ego. That was my whole reason for Nino. Nino is literally an alter ego. I can't talk to no customer fucked up the way I talk on them videos. And it was because when I used to do the regular Call Center Chronicles just venting, I would have such a hard time combating and fighting people versus letting my craft be recognized. Like, I am literally reenacting multiple personalities here. That goes unnoticed. Until you add an element that drives it home and makes people understand. It's a lot of people that, these motherfuckers, how did I say medium? It is a lot of people that would not get some of them Tyler Perry movies if he came out looking like him and gave some of them Madea messages. It wouldn't hit the same. And not only that, it's from experience. No, he's not a black woman, but he is able to convey a message better as a different person than as himself. You know what I'm saying? And it takes research. Now, me personally, I paint on the beard, but I'm not changing my voice. I'm not doing all that shit. Because some people, other creatives understand, oh, that's an alter ego. And I've seen people like art going to bat for me in the comments like, common sense, bitch, can you talk to your customers like that? Watch the video and move on. I believe majority of the time it's in the name of comedy. Not only that, sometimes it's everything in comedy, there's an underlying truth. So I'm not sure of, Tyler Perry's sexual preference, things like that. But that could very well be what he's trying to either convey, or he was just more comfortable with giving out the speech that way. I don't believe I know that a lot of it is in the name of comedy for me. I don't think Tyler Perry just be sitting at home in his Madea dress unless he got a tablet somewhere. He's writing something down if he's in costume. And a lot of people don't understand. When you go to a job, you put on they assigned uniform. You put on the colors they tell you to put on. That little button-up shirt that you would never fucking wear outside. Never wear it. And you go about your day and you do your job. That's that man's job. Jamie Foxx, for me, was the first person to push the envelope, and I could be wrong between him and Martin, to put on a dress. Because, like I said, back in the Richard Pryor days, Red Fox, it wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? Unless you were considered a drag queen or a cross-dresser, it wasn't cool to come out here in the name of comedy to put on a dress. But after a while, and as time evolved, me being a comedian is my don't give a fuck attitude. That's what makes it funny. It makes it funny because I literally don't give a fuck to tell you how I feel. A lot of people either have malicious intent behind it, or they're speaking in disrespect. You have some comedians where that's just their thing. People used to love to get roasted by D.L. Hughley. I don't know D.L. Hughley for no joke, for real. But them roasts in them got in that audience, and he was the first kind of comedian I used to see that used to roast people. And then moving on to God damn it, I can't remember her name. Lisa Leslie. No, not Lisa Leslie. God damn, that's a basketball player. When I figure out her name, I'm gonna put it in here because I watch her shit all the time. She was in Ghostbusters. But she would walk up and hit bitches upside the head if you don't laugh with that goddamn microphone. She's pushing the envelope. That's what it's all about. And you have people that take it the wrong way. Now, true enough, we don't all talk like that. We don't all act like that. Like one of the videos where Quay was sitting there and TT's dude phone went off. And when I say TT, I rolled all the way to her motherfucking ear trying to look at that phone. Now, me, I'm the type of person, I'm direct. Who is that? Period. But you got a lot of women that won't be able to relate to somebody just saying, who is that? Because you don't got the kind of nigga that you can do that to. Bitch, you ask who on that phone if you want to. Be funny. And get the piss batted the fuck out you in here in front of these people. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, some people can relate to that better than Quay sitting up there with no makeup on, no kind of funny attribute whatsoever, and he like, oh, babe, here, look at my phone, don't look at my phone, ha, 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 ha. And me personally, if you notice how he evolved, he went from just wearing the nappy wigs, flipping that motherfucker backwards, forwards. He went from just wearing that wig to evolving into makeup, evolving into hair, evolving into the full costume, the full uniform. Because he realized this character is making a nigga some money. When we like and love something, and when something makes us feel good as people, we'll pay for that shit. The whole reason I haven't made... I did too much there, but that's all right. I'm going to eat it. The whole reason I haven't made a Patreon and things like that are because the comedy that I do and what I do is meant to relate to people like me. Sometimes you're going to have to wait till next paycheck because I can't pay you this time. Don't ever let them followers and all that other shit equate to dollars in your mind. I got payment arrangements. I've literally met some people calling CenturyLink like, hey, I do skit comedy. I need my fucking internet. We'll have it paid by Friday. I'm that type of motherfucking person. Like, and it's no joke. So, if a motherfucker willing to pay me $500 to sit on the stage and take fake calls in a Nino beer, bitch, I'm there. I get to get on there and do what the fuck I love. I get to laugh with people that understand and know and love what the fuck I'm doing. And they respect it. They respect it enough that I don't give a fuck why you got the dress on. I just want to laugh because I love you like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's meant to emasculate men because at the end of the day, after the age of, I would say 16, but they don't say you grown until 18. And you ain't a fucking adult until you get in your 70s. Okay? It's a lot of 50, 60, 40, 30-year-old kids running around this motherfucker. Hello. But you learn. I'm sorry, that caught me by surprise. I had a little bit of heat go down the road. Girl, if you don't get the fuck away from me. This is spicy. You can't have none of this. No. But you have a lot more people. Hold on, bitch. I gotta go back. I forgot my thought. And it was gonna be good. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So I had to take a second and hit my blunt because I'm filling up. And I know y'all said y'all wanted the video to be longer. I just put my hand in my eye with that fucking hot sauce on it. Excuse me. Okay. So, as I was saying, you know, people, I don't want to do shit like that to where somebody got to figure out another way to pay for some shit. Because I relate to motherfuckers that just ain't got it all the time. I relate to the motherfucker that damn near be in tears every morning, getting dressed, going to that fucking job. I relate to the person that got a husband that leaves shit everywhere. And he walking and knocking into shit. I relate to the person that got payment arrangements on their payment arrangements. I relate to a person that has been grinding and working 9 to 5, hustling since age 13. I relate to the people that your family may be a little bit dysfunctional, but bitch, we love each other. You know what I'm saying? I relate to those type of people. So why not give this gift that was given to me for free? I can figure out my gift will make a way to pay for itself. And it has been people that have paid me to put that beard on and do videos for y'all. It has been people that have paid me to do teeny videos. It has been people that have paid me just for my career, because a lot of kids don't talk and act like teeny do. I'm a 33-year-old woman with a goddamn kid character. But I convey that message so well because I've been there and I understand it. I've been in the room with a child like that. Not only that, a lot of those scenarios do come from my personal life. I was the only child. I was bad as shit. That's not calling me childish or, no shit like that. I don't feel like it's emasculating because that's what I was finna say. At a certain age, you make choices. Nothing's by accident. You're making a fucking choice. So if you got a man that just wake up one day and decide, I sure want to see what them Daisy Dukes feel like, that's that nigga's decision. Nothing has influenced him to want to take some denim and put it in his ass, or vice versa. Nothing has influenced you like that. And if you are that easily influenced, again, we have a bunch of children running around. You got a lot more growing up to do. But got me fucked up. I do think that it is in the name of comedy. And I don't think it's meant to. At one point, I will say, it was upsetting to see the response that I got. I'm going through a whole lot. My mouth hot. It was upsetting to see the response that I got at one point for wearing that beard. And I would go to comments of men dressed up like women. And some of those same women that had fucked up shit to say to me would be praising these men in them comments. Oh, you so funny. I remember a time when whoop. These same bitches have worked in customer service and remember the time that they've had a customer that they wish they could have cussed the fuck out or talk crazy to. But because I'm a female, I'm not relatable like that because I have a beard on. A lot of people are not looking. You see the aesthetic, and that's what captures you. A lot of times when people see me with a precisely drawn on fucking beard, they'll click on it just on GP. Then when they see what's going on, it's like, oh, okay, this shit funny. Let me go look for this particular character. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, in my opinion, based off of what I know, because I don't know what the fuck these people do in their private life. But based off what I know or what I see, it's literally in the name of comedy. I don't see them trying to take nothing away from nobody. I just see men that have a creative expression that the only way that they can convey it and get it out is to throw this costume on. Just like, I also put it like this too. Have you ever been in a relationship with a motherfucker you just could not talk to whatsoever? Y'all literally, at some point, lost all communication. I hope it ain't another chicken finger under there because you're going to have to eat it. But y'all completely lost all communication just being together for so long. Or just as sometimes you'll be in a relationship and just wake up and it's just like, I don't like you. And men may not be that way. I know me as a woman. I'm married to Mike, and there's some days that I wake up and it's just like, what the fuck did I do? But he'll do a gesture. He'll say something. Or he'll just wake up and smile and just do something different. And all that shit just kind of goes the fuck away. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that way any fucking more. God damn it, I lost my train of thought again. Fuck. I'm sick of this. Y'all, hold on. Okay, I'm back. But as I was saying, y'all lost all communication. And y'all break up. And mysteriously, everything y'all couldn't talk about, everything y'all couldn't say, everything y'all couldn't do, everything you felt so bad for, because it's like, why do I feel this way? Why do I want to say this? Why you are able to sit in that room. I don't know if anybody has watched Insecure season 4, the last season that came out. Issa and Lawrence were able to sit down and have a conversation about every problem that they had, and they were able to laugh about the shit. Have a good kiki. It is literally like that in real life. Because you're putting up, when you're in this relationship, comfort is a motherfucker. You have to get uncomfortable sometime to get them laughs. Now, me personally, I'm not finna come out with no goddamn ham tied to my ass. I'm not finna do no shit like that. If you don't like what I'm giving you, fuck it. Fuck it. Okay? But sometimes, in order to get that communication back, you have to do something drastic. And for some people, it's throwing on women's clothing. But when you have this representative of what everybody thinks of you, what the person in the relationship thinks of you. You don't want to taint that image by telling them, babe, your feet fucking stink. And I really can't handle the fact that when you brush your teeth, you spit in the sink and you don't rinse that shit out. Because we're so afraid of hurting another motherfucker's feelings, or we're so afraid of hearing some shit back about yourself. So it's like, you know what, let me just not say nothing. And we get comfortable with the bullshit until one day, poof, all of that shit blows up. Lack of communication. Not knowing how to effectively communicate causes shit like that. And a lot of times with us as creatives, I don't know how to effectively say this to you without it hurting your feelings. So let me dress it up. And nowadays the world is so fucking sensitive. I believe that if Richard Pryor and Red Fox were to come out now on these phones, they wouldn't make it. Just because, hell, they had to fight to be able to say nigga on camera. Now, these are people that you may call a nigga. But you can't get up on that stage and say that. Or call white people hunkies and crackers. They would push the envelope like that. That was their way of doing it. Now we have evolved into stuff where men are more comfortable with putting on the feminine just to show you their perspective of you. You know what I'm saying? And some of those things you may not think you do, because we all won't act like that. But bitch, in the way you do that shit. If you're offended by anything that you ever see, if it's not gruesome, bloody, some shit like that. But if you are offended by a joke, and it's not poking fun at your race, it's not poking fun at your religion, it's not and even if it is sometimes poking fun at religion, some of that shit be dead ass fucking true. And you can't help but laugh. But a lot of times, if you are so offended by shit like that to the point to where you pressed enough to say something to somebody that don't give a fuck, you need to reevaluate your fucking self. Why am I this mad about some shit that ain't true or ain't about me? It ain't got shit to do with me. Why am I this bothered? And you will see underneath a lot of that shit, you bothered because that shit is you. You bothered because you know somebody like that. You bothered because that happened to you one time. That's that thing that hurt you. You know, a lot of times, and I watch a lot of comedy where you got a lot of people that get offended by fat jokes. Such as I had a lady that wrote me when I made the joke about Melania Trump telling the world when she get out that White House, she gonna tell everybody that he used to beat her ass. Totally a fucking joke. I don't know if that woman get hit. I don't know what goes on in that house. But the fact that every time you see these people together, she literally looks terrified and hateful at the same time. Kind of like Tina Turner fucking used to look. But they'll put that makeup on. That heat went down the wrong pipe. Ooh, that was a piece of pepper. Okay. Back in the sack again. But Tina Turner would come out there and she would perform. You'll never know nothing wrong with her. But I had a bitch wrote me, domestic violence is not funny. I usually agree with your comedy, but you fucked up for this one. Now, mind you, I got several videos. Even when they went, I forgot which one of the guys passed away. The only funeral that he was invited to his entire time of presidency. But I said the same thing. She said, he beats me. I did the exact same thing. That same person. It was funny then. For some reason, a few years down the line, it ain't funny no more. And I looked at some of the messages that she wrote. Oh, well, I just got out of a domestic relationship. Boom. Because when you wasn't in one, you KK'd and cack-hatted that shit too. You had a good kiki off that shit. But now that you just got out of one, or that relationship that you were into when I made that joke the first time, it ain't funny no more now. You know what I'm saying? You can't take offense. You can. You can be offended by whatever the fuck. So her comeback was, well, how do you feel about being people making fat ass jokes? Bitch, it's a part of life. My ass is fat. So is the rest of me. Like, bitch, I prepare my meals. Who the fuck you think feeding this habit? Bitch. You really want to believe that I'm affected by somebody? I've been fat. Listen, I'm going to zoom in. I've been fat. I cried about it in the 5th grade. After that, it's time to either build a bridge and walk across that motherfucker for exercise, or just shut the fuck up about it. If I'm comfortable, bitch, you may as well get there too. Why in the fuck am I gonna be mad about being told the truth? The truth don't hurt me because I'm okay with it. I've accepted it. Being in a domestic violence relationship, I can't say too much because I've never been in one. But at some point, we all have to accept our responsibility in what the fuck we allow ourselves to be in. We all have to accept responsibility. Do I agree? Do I believe a motherfucker should stay? Hell, fuck no. I moved out of my mama's house to avoid ass whoopings. You feel me? So I'm not out here finna get hit by nobody. And if it does happen, when I get up and go to work, when I get up and go to the grocery store, wherever the fuck I go, whatever in that house is yours. It is yours. That's it. I'm not going back to that. That's not how I was taught that love is. You know what I'm saying? But she was genuinely hurt by that shit. And, when I told her, I said, well, if you feel the need to get out a fat ass joke, go ahead and take your best shot, Rambo. That offended her. Oh, so now we're using boxing references. Bitch, you know what? You got to let that hurt go and get the fuck up out of my motherfucking inbox. Because now you're not only playing with me, you're playing with your goddamn self at this point. You need to seek a therapist. I'm not her. You're going to be affected by a lot more shit on this goddamn internet than me talking about a motherfucker who don't know or give a shit about none of us. Period. So, back on topic, because girl, I'll be all over the place. But, a lot of people just express themselves differently now. Now it's props, it's jingles, it's bells, it's whistles. And a lot of people tell me, oh, Natalie, get on TikTok. I got enough motherfucking costume in here. If I get on TikTok, it'll be to post a video that I already made or for a backdrop. That's it. I wish y'all could see how close this dog is to me. Can y'all see her in the table? Princess. You see? Look. Look. My arm right here. Don't start feeding your dog table food if you don't. You really need to get the fuck. You're not eating this, so knock it off. You gotta fry. Princess, get out of my face. Bro, get out of my face. Get out of you mommy face. Get out of you move. Move. My child. Stop. Don't lick me in my fucking face. I don't play that licking shit. But, that's my take on it. all of that I had to say. Okay. You're going to have to get down. There's just no limit to your rudeness. No. Go sit down. Not on me. Anyway, I'm going to have to tend to my child, but because she getting jealous and the shit has gone on long enough. Well, we got one more finger, so. And as you can see, my nose is beginning to run. So if I get a snot bubble, you mind your fucking business, okay? I won't see that in the comments. But yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it's emasculating men just because at the end of the day, we all got choices. These men choosing to do that shit. Not only choosing, but if a man decides to put on a dress as his lifestyle, that's just his fucking lifestyle. To each his own. The only reason why I don't see shit wrong with that is because at some point in my life, and damn near still now, the only thing I got on feminine is earrings and leggings. I got on long, thick-ass dude tube socks, a crew neck t-shirt, several chains. Like I'm the most feminine boy you ever want to meet. But when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, up until damn near my second year of high school, I was a pure D tomboy. I only shopped in the men's section. No bullshit. When results and FUBU and academics and Pele was big, that's all the fuck out. Sean John velour jumpsuits, not the girl ones. Because I didn't want to show off my shape. I didn't want you to see all that. You know? And then those clothes were just comfortable. I felt comfortable having to put a shoestring and a belt on. Because my pants was that baggy. I was comfortable in that shit. So, I've grown this thing to where shit, some niggas just comfortable in the motherfucking dress. That's it. Some niggas just comfortable in a dress. And that's fine. That's fine. I don't think it does nothing to... you know what I think? If you really want to be technical, and we're going to end it here. Women emasculate men and demasculate men. Now, if y'all want to get into that hot shit, let me know in them comments. Till next time. Y'all stay sane.